This week on GorTV, we travel to Rwanda for the Sekafa Kagame Cup. Our mighty Kogalo returned to the regional competition for the first time in 18 years. The Kogalo Divas spread some joy in Kisumu. And our Captain Fantastic, Jeremy Onyango, talks fans, titles, and pride of the shirt. 18 years is a long time to be away from the regional spotlight. For Kogalo fans, the wait has been long and painful. However, almost 2 decades of heartache came to an end in 2014 as we returned to our rightful place at the regional high table. 5-time champions of the competition, we were looking to leave a mark in the Rwandan capital and bring home the ultimate prize. In our first fixture against Uganda's KCCA, as expected, our diminutive striker, Danny Serenkuma, netted the first goal, giving us the early lead. But it was Danny's countryman, Brian Majwega, who netted the equalizer for KCCA 6 minutes into the second half. We weathered a flurry of chances from the Ugandan side, but our keeper and captain stood strong, making sure that we stayed in the game. We also peppered the KCCA goal with chance after chance, but their custodian, Yasin Mugabe, remained firm between the sticks. In the 87th minute, it was heartbreak. Brian Omonyi scored this goal for the Ugandan outfit to hand us our first loss of the tournament.
To be fair, KCC played a lot better second half. First half was certainly ours. We had chances, never took them. But KCC took our chances in the second half and probably deserved to win the game.
Up next for the mighty Kogalo, Burundian champions, Atletico. We were confident of making amends for the first loss of the tournament, and although we played well in the beginning stages of the fixture, it was Alex Hakimana who punished a Collins Okoth mistake to put the ball past our custodian, scoring the all-important goal to hand us our second defeat of the tournament and put us on the brink of elimination.
We've had enough chances to win both the games, and we never took them. And to be fair, the first game, we scored a perfectly good goal and the linesman disallowed it. And these things count in games, and it certainly hurt us in that match, and we lost it eventually, but we should have won it. Now, this game we should have won as well. We should have been winning in the first half. But I'm disappointed in the guys, the way they reacted after we conceded a goal.
But we are the mighty Kogalo, and the words, give up, simply do not exist in our vocabulary. Even with the 2 consecutive losses in Group B, we went into our third fixture confident of a victory against home side APR, who had registered a 2-0 win against Atletico and Telkom from Djibouti in their first 2 fixtures. We were punished by yet another error. This time, Jean-Baptiste Mugiraneza capitalized on a poor clearance from a corner in the 24th minute to hand APR the 1-0 advantage. Jeremy Onyango saved the first shot from defender Ishmael Nyushuti Yamagara, but Mugiraneza tapped in the rebound to send the home crowd in jubilation. After the break, we came back with more purpose, and it paid off. In the 60th minute, it was the man that we call Baba who equalized for Kogalo. Smelling survival, we scored again, this time through Godfrey Walusimbi in the 85th minute with this beautifully taken free kick. Our tails were up, and so were we. 2-1, and perhaps we would find a way to the knockout stages. We should have made it 3-1 through this goal from Danny Serenkuma. However, Tanzanian referee Israel Mujuni surprisingly cancelled it. And it would come back to haunt us as APR substitute Tumaini Natamuhanga made it 2-2 in added time to send us packing.
The game wasn't a bad game. They wasted a lot of time, and that's what you do when you're winning. But the referee and the linesman were a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. We've got a free kick here, and if he gives it, the game's over. But he plays on and they got the part and score. The linesman sees one of their players kicking their player off the ball and does nothing. And I'm absolutely disgusted. It's disgusting. These guys, look at them. They've given them everything today, and they're disappointed because officials let them down.
Our final fixture of the tournament was for pride. We faced off against Telkom of Djibouti. This is how the mighty Kogalo lined up. Just a few changes from coach from the 3 previous fixtures. One notable exclusion was that of Jerry Monyango. Instead, David Juma filled the number 1 spot with a backline consisting of Musa Mohammed, Harun Chakava, Bruno Charles, and Godfrey Walusimbi. In our engine room, Simon Mburu, Eriko Chieng, and Daniel Onyango, with Blackberry, Joseph Karaoke, and Dan Serenkuma up front. Twice, we had to come from behind to force a 2-2 draw at the Nyamirambo Stadium in Kigali. Even though we dominated large portions of the game, it was Telkom who scored first, taking the lead in the 38th minute through Abubakar Jama. We leveled matters through Timothy Otieno with his fine goal. But it was Fred Andersanko who put the Djiboutians ahead once again in the 57th minute. Mr. Reliable Musa Mohammed struck the equalizer and the last goal of the game, a game in which we gave a decent account of ourselves, but just couldn't find a breakthrough to grab all 3 points. Now, our focus is firmly on retaining the Kenya Premier League title.
We've got to prepare for the Kenyan Premier League. We've got a lot of players who have not played a lot of football, so we had to play them today to get our fitness levels up. So if they're called upon when we get back into league business, then they're fitter than what they were. And that's why we've used everybody in the tournament apart from Kevin, who picked up an injury, but they've all been there.
Each month on GorTV, we ask you to vote for the player you would like to see featured on our Player of the Month. This month, you picked our Captain Fantastic, Jerry Monyango. He is nicknamed Jerry Jagol in his mother tongue. This means Jerry, the goalkeeper. Our number 1 has been Gor Mahia's first choice goalkeeper since he joined the club and has been team captain since 2013. He was voted in by his fellow players. The national team regular was born in Ugunja in Siaya County. He attended Kibera Primary School, Kamkunji Secondary School, and Rambula Mixed Secondary School. However, it was at Kamkunji where his career started to take shape. In 2006, Jerry joined KRA. 2 years later, he would sign for Gor Mahia FC.
For sure, it's a great thing being a Gor Mahia captain because I felt as if I was playing for the biggest club in East and Central Africa. So being one makes you feel you're high, makes you feel proud, and gives you a lot of privileges. At times you can move somewhere and someone recognizes, that's Jerry, Gor Mahia captain. Those some of the things are done faster compared to if you captain these other teams.
In 2011, he had his best season in a Kogalo shirt up to that point, conceding just 15 goals throughout the year, which saw him ranked as the best keeper in Kenya. In 2012, he was named the runner-up for the Goalkeeper of the Year at the KPL Awards. In 2013, Gor Mahia won the KPL title after a long and painful 18-year wait. Jerry was instrumental in our success. The club allowed in just 15 goals all season long, a league best. On a number of occasions, our captain took the game into his own hands, quite literally.
For sure, I joined Gor Mahia in the year 2008 and I took over the captaincy in 2010. So it has been long and I can say I've been the longest serving captain in Gor Mahia. It entails a lot. It entails hard work and determination. You must be at the top of the game because each and everyone will be looking upon you to act as a role model. Apart from that, it needs a lot of discipline, both in and outside the field, because Gor Mahia is a big brand and wherever you walk, everyone will know that this is a Gor Mahia player, and it needs a lot of positivity. Wherever you do, what you do outside the pitch reflects on what you'll do inside the pitch. So being a captain for Gor Mahia for sure needs a lot of determination and a lot of hard work in and outside the pitch.
Gor Mahia FC is one of the most supported clubs in the region. with numbers in the millions and an extremely passionate fan base that crosses borders. This is a fact that is certainly not lost on our captain.
There are so many challenges that comes with being a Gor Mahia captain, but I'll just mention a few. One of it being wherever you go, wherever you walk, you'll be recognized. It's as if you're a public figure, so whatever things you're doing outside there, be sure that there's someone watching, and you should just do it the right way, because wherever you do it the wrong way, you'll just come out of that place and realize that, kumbe there are some guys who are watching and blah, 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 such things happen. So being one needs a lot of discipline.
Winning the KPL title at the culmination of the 2013 season is by far a career highlight for Jerry Monyango.
For sure, winning the trophy last year was the sweetest victory I can say in my life, because it has been long. The last time Gor Mahia won that trophy was in 1995. I was still in the lower class, so I can just imagine how guys have gone a very long time, so many years without winning the trophy. Also, something special coming with it is that I'm the captain who lifted the trophy after those so many years. So it felt great, and so many guys really enjoyed the victory, because we had been waiting for a very long time, and at last it came. It has been a long journey. We started it in, let's say, 2009. We've been progressing year in, year out, moving upwards. So it's something that we started so many years back.
And one that would not have been possible without the guidance of former head coach Bobby Williamson, a man that our captain holds very close to his heart.
For sure, Coach Bobby Williamson coming into Gor Mahia, his presence meant a lot to the team. A calm guy, and he was like a father to the team. He's like a father to the team, because wherever things go bad, he's there to calm down things, and wherever things go good, he will not brag that he's the one who has made things to go the way they have, but it's a teamwork that has made us do the way things have been going on.
And finally, Jeremy, now that you have got your own TV program, Gor Mahia TV, how excited are you and the boys about this brand new addition to the Gor Mahia family?
For sure, it's good to have Gor Mahia TV on Supersports. One factor being that it shows that the club is growing, and it's going back to the earlier years where Gor Mahia was. Apart from that, the players who are playing for Gor Mahia are able to be watched not only in Africa but the entire world, because Supersport has really grown the soccer league in Kenya, and through Supersport so many players have moved out, like Jerry, me being one of them. So many guys have talked about Gor Mahia, telling me how they've been watching us playing, how they've been following Gor Mahia through Supersports, because you see earlier there was no TV. The only television station that you could go with was KBC, and KBC could not go outside Kenya. So it's a great investment, and I'm so happy about that.
Make sure you tell us who you want to see here on GorTV's Player of the Month. Just tweet us. It's at Gor Mahia TV. When we return to GorTV, the Kogalo Divas head to Kisumu to change some lives. And we meet a man who has seen the highs and lows of playing for his beloved Gor Mahia. Welcome back. There are few coaches in global football that are able to win a domestic league title in their debut year. The few that do are usually blessed with an ability to motivate their players to buy into an ideology that is almost too good to be true. There are, however, exceptions, one of which is former Gor Mahia head coach Bobby Williamson. We sat down with coach during the Sekafa Kagame Cup in Rwanda, his last assignment.
It's been good. I've really enjoyed it. The players have been very responsive, and we've been successful winning the league last year for the first time in many years. So it's been pleasing. I've really enjoyed the experience. I've really enjoyed working with the chairman. He's a very honourable man. I've got a lot of respect for him. And as I said, the players have responded, which is great.
Kogalo had gone an unprecedented 18 years without a league title. And at first attempt, the Scottish tactician was instrumental in the Kenyan Giants' 13th record title, a joint tie with their biggest and most bitter rivals, AFC Leopards. This is something he chalks up to being at this great club.
It's not easy. These guys live from hand to mouth, and I'm quite fortunate. I've always had money behind me just in case times like this comes up, and it has come up. Wages have been delayed, but as I said, you've got to motivate the players and get them to behave as professionally as possible. And when they come into work, they need to enjoy it and forget about their problems off the park, at home and whatever, and make sure they're focused on what they're doing. And it's a credit to them that they've been doing that.
Then there is the bonus of having an assistant who understands and knows what is expected here at Gor Mahia.
Yeah, Bobby Golo is a good mate of mine, as well as my assistant. We work off each other. Bob always gives good counsel. He always knows more about the players, what they're up to outside the game, and what they're up to in town. So we confer a lot, and we talk about the systems of play, who deserves to be playing and who shouldn't be playing. But I'll always make the final decision, but Bob's input is vital.
This is a coach who has had success at both the club level with Gor Mahia and the national level with Uganda Cranes.
The biggest difference I find when you have to go from national football to club football, or club football to national football and then back again, is the national level, you're not responsible for the players once they leave the camp. You're only responsible for them whilst they're in camp. And if they misbehave and they don't react well, then I just don't select them again. I can't do that at club level. I've got to play these guys, I've got to stick with these guys every day. Maybe not select them on a Saturday, but they're still there the following day and the following week. And as I said, I've just got to handle that and manage it. Where else at national level, you don't have to worry too much about that. The guys usually behave themselves because they know they might not be selected. At club level, they think, well, I've still got a contract, I'll still be there. So that's the biggest setback I find, but it's not been terribly bad at Gor.
This is a man who coached the mighty Kogalo with passion and purpose. And we will miss him very much. But he has every faith in the world that his former club will come up trumps at the culmination of the 2014 Premier League season.
Yeah, I think it's bright. If the chairman stays in place, and I'm sure it will be. He's a good leader. He's a very honourable man, as I said earlier, and he'll get the best people for the club to do the job. And as I said, Gor Mahia will be around for a long time, I hope, and successful.
Set on the sloping shores of Lake Victoria's Winam Gulf, Kisumu is the third largest town in Kenya. Not so much a tourist hotspot, this laid-back city was founded as a railway town and a lake port. As Kisumu's fortunes rose with the growth of trade in colonial East Africa and the newly independent nations, so too did the population. It is now a cosmopolitan hub. Kisumu is also the spiritual home of Gor Mahia Football Club. And recently, our Kogalo Divas visited Kenya's Western hub to spread some joy.
I've always believed what a man can do, a woman can do better. And when we started supporting I started watching football way back. And so when I met other ladies who were watching football, we just decided to come together, you know, support each other, give each other strength, and then we formed the Divas. And yeah, here we are.
Formed in 2011, the Kogalo Divas have been involved in community improvement throughout Kenya ever since. Think of these ladies as the unofficial CSR arm of our club.
We do this annually, like we can do it quarterly, depending on the budget. And it's one of our main activities as a group that supports the Gor Mahia club. We don't have donors at the moment. We just have well-wishers amongst the Gor Mahia fraternity. Like the fans would go on our website, our Facebook page, and post and say we're planning to have a CSR on this particular day at this particular place. So we are welcome to any donations anyone is ready to give.
For the director of the center, the visit from the Divas is part of what makes his job so incredible.
This is the first time we are seeing a football fans club supporting orphan school. So Kogalo Divas, we are very much happy for them coming to support Jacqueline ECD Center. We have not seen this in this area because Jacqueline ECD Center is located in a predominantly Gor Mahia area, where we have so many fans of Gor Mahia. But this is the first time we are seeing Kogalo Divas supporting. As you can see, the children are very happy. We are also very happy because this is additional support. So this is going to go a long way to keep the children in the school, because when we don't have this support, they tend to stay away from school. As you saw there, the kids are very much happy because they also like playing football. So if you can organize events with the junior teams for Kogalo and also even the senior team to come and visit, they will be very much happy.
There is no doubt that Gor Mahia Football Club has a history of legends. But there are few that simply stand out from the rest. Players that take us, the fans, back to a place when the mighty Kogalo was looked at as one of Africa's greatest footballing forces. One of these players was Alan Figo, often referred to as the greatest midfielder Kenya has ever produced. Figo was also part of the Kenyan squad that qualified for its first ever African Cup of Nations in 1972. Figo began playing club football for local side Kisumu Hot Stars at 18 years old. The Gor Mahia feeder club offered the ideal platform for the midfielder to not only hone his skills, but to make a move to the club where he would spend most of his career.
I started playing football at the tender age of 19 when I was still in school at Njiko Secondary School. That was 1968, and by that time I also happened to have joined the national team, and I was playing for a club in Kisumu called Kisumu Hot Stars. I played there for 2 years, that's 68 and 69. Then 70, I was transferred to Gor Mahia, where I traded my career until 1983, from 1970 to 1983. I think being the longest player who has served Gor Mahia as a footballer.
Figo became one of the most exciting playmakers to watch. He was the anchorman between our midfield and attack. In 1976, Gor Mahia became the first Kenyan football club to win the National League unbeaten, thanks to the exploits of our playmaker.
This one came in 1976, Gor Timbe Iwakini, because 76 we were never beaten. You could come, we beat you. We went 42 matches and beaten it. That's a record. Nobody keeps record in Kenya. That's the only bad thing with football. You go to football office, no records. No records kept. And that's how this Oleche coined this team. Because Timbe Iwakini, every team is crying. You go here, you're beaten. You go here, you are beaten. And that's how it came about.
The legend retired from football in 1979 after spending 11 years at Kogalo and winning several trophies. Among them, 4 league titles in 68, 74, 76, and 79. Today, the man that we call the king of the pitch is giving back by tapping youth talent and helping to create the football stars of tomorrow.
Like me, I formed a team in Kibera. I stayed in Kibera. I formed a team of Wazee, retired Gor Mahia players of Wazee. So we usually train every Sundays. But it is good for such thing to happen because we'll show them, though there will be no speed, but the skills are still there. We lose the skill and power, but the skills are not there.
That's all the time we have here on GorTV. Join us next month for more insight into our beloved Gor Mahia FC. And remember to stay in touch by joining the conversation on Twitter. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.